You're such an asshole.
The work never ends. I thought I had a day off. I didn't have a day off. I'll get a day off one of these days. When you're dead. All right. A regular Noah. You guys all know Noah. He's a regular guy. Hey, asshole. I was hoping you could do a response video to an article I have linked below. It's not long after reading the article. My questions are to you. One, why are colleges willing to... Now, keep in mind, Noah is a Latino. So all you feminist Nazi... Really? I don't know. I did not agree to this. Thank you. Goodbye. So he's not, he can't be racist because he's not white. It could be sexist because he has a penis. So maybe you girls can get him there. But he asked some honest questions that somebody with a mind would ask. Why are colleges willing to waste so much money paying these completely worthless people a full salary and benefits when they know there's a student debt crisis going on? Oh, foolish Noah. Why is there not a nationwide protest of students against the wasteful spending of these colleges? Oh, foolish Noah. Do you think there'll be a breaking point where colleges finally have to face economic realities and cut back on these worthless diversity programs? Will it take 200, 300, even 400 diversity officers until people say it's enough is enough? I look forward to hearing your input. All right, so he links to this thing by the Washington Examiner titled, Ohio State employs 150 diversity officials to add more professors focused on social and racial justice. Now, Noah, maybe he's not in college anymore, but whether he is in college or just has an academic interest in or intellectual interest in, is like, don't having all these diversity professor people, assistant, not even professors, like add to the cost of tuition? Yes, it does. And that increases the cost of your tuition. Be you yellow, black, or white. So here we are. Written by Alex McKenna, The Center Square. Ohio State University recently announced its plans to hire 50 faculty members focused on addressing social equity and racial disparities, thereby increasing costs to not only minorities, but everybody included. No, I added that. The news comes as an economics professor and higher education watchdog calculated that the public university employs 150 diversity officials at a cost of $12 million. All right, let's do some math. What is the 12? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 divided by 150. What is the average salary? $80,000. And Noah will answer it very quickly. It's welfare spending. We're employing a bunch of worthless, unemployable pieces of shit at $80,000 a year as welfare spending. These are welfare jobs. It's also to run, not interference. I guess that would be the athletic term or the sports term, but they're running interference like, whoa, we're not racist or sexist or whatever ist you want to throw in there. See all these people we hired? So if you look at it from the state of Ohio, $12 million to pay 150 worthless people $80,000 a piece to claim they're not racist is, pennies. 12 million for the state budget. Like, whoa. Our university, look at all the diversity, assisted reserve. Blah, 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 blah. Now, unfortunately, that $12 million now is passed on to you students, but you're like, I can't get enough diversity, cock. In a 2021 State of the University address, President Christina Johnson stated last month that she was encouraged by the task force, they capitalize this, task force on racism and racial inequities plan to hire 150 new faculty within a new initiative called RAISE, which stands for Race, Inclusion, and Social Equity. At least 50 of our RAISE faculty will be scientists, artists, and scholars, all bullshit, whose work addresses social equity and racial disparities in fields such as healthcare, education, justice, and public safety. Do you guys remember the 80s when you had to deal with this bullshit? Like you had your buddy Luther who happened to be black. You played basketball with him anyway. And he wasn't that good at a basketball player. And like, what? Shouldn't you be better? You're black. But he wasn't. You liked him anyway. Why? Because he was Luther. And he was the neighborhood kid that you liked. Can't have that. Everybody liked Michael Jackson. Even the white kids dressed up as Michael Jackson. Ah, fuck it. healthcare, education, justice, public safety, resources, and the environment. Oddly enough, not engineering, STEM, or trades. The arts and creative expression, economic opportunity, and leadership, building on what is already world-class scholarship across our colleges. Johnson said, Christina Johnson, go please swim to Japan with the cinder block tied around your belt in Minecraft. You're a worthless fucking person, you know it. She added that the initiative would include a goal of hiring 100 underrepresented and Black, Indigenous, and people of color employees, also known as BIPOC, it's the acronym BIPOC, in all fields of scholarship to further affirmative action, higher welfare jobs program for worthless people. I added that. Johnson said that the equal representation of minorities is of primary importance to the Ohio State University mission. I want every single Ohio State student to be able to look across the lecture hall or seminar table and understand immediately that their dreams are valid and achievable. She said in her statement, the RAISE initiative, boobity-boo, boppity-bop, boppity-bop. Let's look her up. Christina Johnson. I'm going to guess she's fat and old. She's going to look like a Karen. Well, Christina Johnson, that's kind of a Karen boomer. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, fuck. She's like, come on, guy. Come on. Look, whether you align with me politically or not, let's say you're a minority. How the fuck do you trust this woman? Come on. She looks like a fucking zombie. Jesus Christ. She hasn't seen a dick since she was born. Jesus Christ. I mean, holy shit. I could be a 63 years old. She's a boomer. Oh, yeah. What's her degree in? Physics. Oh, she actually has a real degree. I think it is physics. Founded the women's lacrosse team in 1978. Okay, I got to admit. Okay, let's be honest. She's got a real degree. Bachelor's, master's, PhD in electrical engineering. Okay. That's cool. That's good. Why the fuck did you stay in academia then? Oh, maybe you're a talentless fuck. God dang it. But I mean, you could just, you can look at her. You could be a stereotypical person. So, all right, so let's go to your questions, Noah. All right, why are colleges willing to waste so much money paying these completely worthless people a full salary and benefits when they know there's a student debt crisis going on? Because it's PR, okay? Noah. It's like K through 12. The goal of education is not to educate you kids, whether you are individually or not in college. Their goal is to take as much money as possible. And if you look at demographics, here's a boring thing, but there are more minorities being born than whites. Okay. And because of the K through 12 indoctrination, where we tell young kids, all of them, regardless of race, but particularly non-white kids, that your value comes from your race or your genetics or how you were born or who fucked and didn't abort you. We have to then continue this propaganda and marketing like we just care so much about the not white people. Okay. Now, if you look at it mathematically or from a financial perspective, you obviously don't care about the not white people, because why the fuck do we need 150 people at $12 million a head in total to pass on those expenses to every fucking student, regardless of the race? And Noah, stop thinking. Stop being a critical thinker. Okay? But here's the problem with you, Noah. You're in welcome to the club. Welcome to the top 10% of all of society where there's independent thinkers, regardless of your race. Like, hey, won't this increase the cost? It doesn't matter. 90% of the kids that go to college just want to feel good. And since an increasing percentage of those are non-white kids, they're all about sucking diversity dick. Oh, am I welcome? I mean, look at Albion College in Michigan. There's a perfect example of this is an individual college, not the entire Ohio State University system, but look at an individual college. Like, how do we get more money? Let's go sell our shitty degrees to black people in Chicago. That's basically what they did. Who won? Nobody. Well, the teachers and professors did because they made the money off the stupid, young kids coming over from Chicago. Like, oh, what? $80,000. You welcome black people? Okay, here's my money that I signed over with blood for, and now these poor kids are impoverished. It's all about making money. And please listen to me, my minority brothers and sisters. You are the most easy mark now for colleges and universities going forward. Like, okay, it's one thing if Collar Lick Dick, who came from White Man's Bay over in Milwaukee, look it up, tries to sell you a pair of Nikes for $120. Okay. It's one thing if Nike fucks you up the ass for that, but colleges and university are targeting you minority kids because of diversity and inclusion, because they know that you're going to sign on that dotted line. You're going to take out a shit ton of student loans. And you're going to give it to them. And they're going to lie to your face and say, we love the minorities and look at our diversity counselors. Oh my God. See how much we care about the not white people? And if you sign on that dotted line, you're going to be just like frankly, the millennial women with $120,000 in debt for a worthless freaking degree. You may not like me, but I'm honest. But that's why they're doing it. It's a marketing gig. They just can't wait to get enough of you not white people to sign up and pay $300 a credit and $400 a textbook. Which is why I always advocate all of you, it doesn't matter what your race is, but minorities included, please go attend university online or go to your local community college, get your prereqs out of the way, get your degree the cheapest way possible. And for God's sake, don't major in something fucking dealing with race or gender or a trait you were born with. For fuck Christ's sake, no. 2, why is there not a nationwide protest of students against the wasteful spending of these colleges? Okay, Noah, you're a very noble person. Here's why. What do high school graduates have to look forward to aside from college? And you realize they don't have anything to look forward to. You also foolish, like Noah, you're probably more intelligent than the average bear. You looked up this article. You found this article. You forwarded it to me. What 17, 18-year-old, 19, 20, 21-year-old dipshit even cares about this crap? Like, you give your average college student or your average college aspiring high school student way too much intellectual credit. They are morons. 80% of college degrees conferred are worthless. That means 80% of college degrees are conferred on worthless people. They're not smart. Now, if there was a conscious effort upon college-bound students, they say, whoa, that's bullshit. I want to pay an extra $12 million for some worthless $80,000 a year diversity assistant reserve break glass in case of emergency director. I want lower tuition. That actually helped me out. I'm a black guy, but I'd like to save $5 a credit off my tuition just like everybody else. Oh, no, you got to pay an extra $5. Then you feel welcome here. But that would require way too much intelligence on your average college student. And your average college student is a fucking moron. And they're brainwashed too. And worse than that, and here's why this will why the college bubble will never burst until there's an actual genuine societal collapse. There is nothing else for your average high school graduate to look forward to than college. That's it. That's their life. That's everybody's life is college. College was like the big party. That's it. And if you haven't seen it, Noah, look up my, I don't know if it was a video or I did an article about how the economic nature of college is a wedding. You think you're going to get women to give up weddings? You're not going to. Her day, wedding day? Fuck no. That's never going away. And neither is college. Unfortunately, a wedding day costs a couple, maybe their parents, $50,000. Once every however often people get married, once every 20 years. Because America. But college, every high school graduate gets her day, whether it's a guy or not. And her day is a 4-year fucking pissing away of taxpayer money on worthless fucking education. And they're not going to give it up because what else they got to do? What? Join the military? That's for dumb people. What? Get the trades? That's for morons. I'm going to college because I'm such an intellectual. So there's not going to be a nationwide protest because, well, oh, and then here's another thing, by the way, if you didn't know, most college students, they don't think they're paying for it. They think, well, that's the taxpayer. That's my parents. That's the government. Well, I don't really actually. I mean, how many articles do you have to see from my generation of these gray-haired Gen X quanta ha-has like, I didn't make the minimum payment. I didn't know it would grow exponentially. I have a master's degree. It's like, how do you not know exponential math with a master's degree? How? Most of these people, they view it as an entitlement. This is their birthright. And this is the pinnacle peak. Mark my words, Noah. This is the pinnacle peak. This is the best of most people's lives, is going to college. Because once they graduate at 22, their lives fucking suck afterwards. That's it. Because there's this false, fabricated plastic environment. Says, oh, yeah, you're intelligent and brave and amazing. You're just such an intellectual with your social work degree or your communications degree. You're just, oh, look, here's your 4.0. Did you give us $300 a grade? Here's your 4.0. Summa cum laude. Bunch of genuine freaking retards walking down that aisle. And then people with actual mental retardation are actually more accomplished working at McDonald's with Down syndrome than these worthless fucking social science majors, these liberal arts majors. But they think, I'm so this is the biggest day of my... And that's it. After that, it's gone. It's done. It's over. Why do you think everyone in your generation is so pissed off? Do you think there'll be a breaking point where colleges finally have to face economic realities and cut back on these worthless diversity programs? The private colleges are. They're cutting back on liberal arts programs, period. Forget diversity. Will it take 200, 300? No. As long as the state funds it, there'll be no limit to this. Soon there will be a Gewehr or Gestapo. Soon there'll be like there will be an at the state level. And by state, I mean, government. It could be state, local, federal. But I think as it pertains to university, a state, as in the United States, each individual 50 states will have a Gestapo-like, and it won't be Gestapo, but it will be a Ministry of Truth type of department where it's all about diversity and inclusion. I mean, you already see it happening in corporations. And you all pay for it, by the way. You're all paying more money for the diversity. I mean, look at Target, that worthless woman over at Target. Holy crap. That's all right. Now, you guys all let your wives and you keep shut. Well, but it's so convenient. As she puts her strap-on dildo and fucks you dumbasses up your ass. No, it'll continue on. It will continue on until the money runs out. We have a collapse. There will not be a breaking point. Because this is the latest and greatest. Look, money printer has gone burr. We don't have any tethering to reality or budget or finances anymore. All right. And the rest of the world is doing the same. So we could keep this up for quite some time. So we're going to, with this unlimited money, afford the most dumbass shit. We're going to bail out Minneapolis, even though they burnt down their own town. We're going to bail out the California pension people, even though they promised themselves more. We're going to bail out every piece of shit, degenerate douchebag. And and along with the multi-trillions of dollars, yeah, they're going to drop $12 million at $80,000 a pop for completely worthless people to have a welfare job and act like it's diversity and inclusion, because that's the latest, greatest marketing craze. Have you not noticed, Noah? It should be insulting to Latinos and anybody of any racial group. Hey, look out, yo, hey, look, I'm like you. I'm a Latino, and hey, look, I'm the black guy, and hey, look, I'm a strong, independent woman without hair because I watched Black Panther too much. Like, doesn't it get it being to you? You'll pick it up because you're one of the top 10%. To the average, they're like me. I mean, how insulting is it that Target has fat mannequins now? I mean, think about that. Like, we know you're a fat, degenerate piece of shit and you're late, but we're gonna pay. But 90% of the people are all right with being lied to. 90% of the people are okay with being slapped across the face, being told they're inferior. You're fat, slap. Buy our shit, slap. Hey, you're a piece of shit, slap. Here's a spoiled little, can't say it, from the suburbs whose white parents adopted him, called Collar Camperdick. And here's your $120 shoes. Buy it, and you're down with the cause, y'all. Slap. I mean, it's insulting. It's insulting. And I think your main problem with all three of these questions is you grant people way too much credit when it comes to independent thought and intellectual thinking. Don't assume everyone's like you, Noah. I mean, don't. Because most people just want to be lied to. I don't know if you noticed that with Cosmo and all that kind of crap. 86. How do we have 86 comments? Oh. Scott Lukey, $2. Has nothing to say. Thanks, Scott. Fred for $5. Oh, Fred, you reached down to your wallet there. Look out. I give more. Today's payday in Ohio at a baseball park. I was called the Caucasian. My old boss on a large school bus pushes critical race theory. Sad. I don't know what that means. I hope he enjoys running a bankrupt company. That's it. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.